A critical question that we really need to explore when studying men and women's performance of intimate partner violence is there a such thing as mutual intimate partner violence? The current literature explores multiple typologies or types of intimate partner violence. You have the violent resistance. This is the type of violence where you typically see studies on battered women's syndrome, where women are fighting or hitting to resist men's violence, or a partner is resisting another partner's what they call intimate terrorism. This is the term that you're using, intimate terrorism, which is extremely interesting that the word terrorism is used in the literature on intimate partner violence. But there is a partner who is inflicting this violent aggression that is emotional, that is physical, that is psychologically damaging. They're presenting this type of behavior and they're doing it against the other partner. Again, typically in the research, we see men performing violent resistance on women, but we do see, vice versa. We do see women performing this type of violence as well, intimate terrorism. Now, another type of violence is situational couple violence. Now, this is violence that is based upon conflict, not necessarily some type of emotional or physical abuse that you might see, but people are mad with each other and they're typically, fighting. And so a lot of times we see these studies about intimate partner violence. We see men and women performing this aggression because they're mad at each other. They have some type of conflict. Now, the last type of violence that I want to talk to you about is mutual violent combat. And this is where our central question comes in. Are women and men performing this very aggressive, very emotionally damaging, psychologically damaging violence? This all boils down to the question of how control is exercised in a relationship. Who is controlling who and why? And so when you look at this definition of mutual violent combat, we see this study saying that men and women are both performing control and aggression in the same way. My studies are going to explore how control is exercised by women during intimate partner violence. The study helps us to understand that a lot of times women want to control men in the relationship, but perhaps because of their size, because of economic differences, women may want to explore control or to exercise control, but they may not have the power to actually do it. So the question becomes, can intimate partner violence be mutual if both men and women are not able to exercise violent, psychological, abusive forms of control in a way that they can dominate their partner? So mutually violent combat is a combination of aggression and control performed simultaneously. Do you believe that men and women both have the ability to control and to perform aggression simultaneously?